Hey, what's up? Lightboltjoe here. Today we are going to discuss the 1993 cult classic film directed by Steven Spielberg, produced by Kathleen Kennedy, Jurassic Park. This is based off of the Michael Crichton book. I'm just going to go down the list of actors and actresses because I don't want to forget anyone. I don't want to butcher names. I don't want to butcher character names because this is a conglomerate series from Universal that deserves all the credit, and it's been going strong for almost 30 years, so it's pretty impressive. Sam Neill plays Dr. Alan Grant. Jeff Goldblum plays Dr. Ian Malcolm, a mathematician who specializes in chaos theory. Dr. Alan Grant, along with Dr. Ellie Sattler, played by Laura Dern, are both world-renowned paleontologists. Richard Attenborough, R.I.P., plays our legendary John Hammond that he is. Bob Peck is Robert Bolden, the badass that he is. B.D. Wong is Chief Geneticist Dr. Henry Wu, who is in multiple Jurassic films, the conniving badass that he is. Martin Ferraro is Donald Gennaro. We have Samuel L. Jackson, who plays Ray Arnold. Dennis Nedry is played by Wayne Knight. Joe Mazzello plays Tim Murphy. Ariana Richards plays Lex Murphy. So Tim and Lex are John Hammond's grandchildren. Dr. Sadler and Dr. Malcolm are both paleontologists who are hired by John Hammond, along with Dr. Ian Malcolm, to go to John Hammond's park called Jurassic Park. So B.D. Wong's character, Henry Wu, has got together with a team, along with John Hammond's money, and they have created a living dinosaur park, much like a zoo, out of genetics that have been derived from the DNA samples of fossilized mosquitoes that have been found in amber. So the genetic code of the samples obviously is gapping because of the millions of years, so they fill it in with some frog DNA and then do their magic / science, and then have the baby dinosaurs become big dinosaurs and keep the dinosaurs in parks. So in the first film, we see a T-Rex, we see Dilophosaurus, we see Paralophosaurus, we see Gallimimus, and we see Brachiosaurus. There's other dinosaurs that are referenced. Oh, and we see velociraptors, which are not actual velociraptors. They are the mad scientist version of velociraptors. Deinonychus is the closest to a velociraptor, but a Utah raptor and Deinonychus weren't really well renowned and known back in the early 90s when this movie came out. Yeah, so there's a little fun science fact on there. I got toys everywhere. I got the shirt. I got the merch. I'm good. I don't have a tattoo, surprisingly, but I'm good. So John Hammond needs approval to open the park to the public. So he has his lawyer there. He just needs to make sure everything is fine. And of course, the park goes AWOL. The power goes out. There's a massive hurricane going on. The power goes out because Nedry is trying to sell certain embryos and certain DNA samples black market wise. So he puts a virus in the system. Samuel L. Jackson is a computer tech who's trying to eradicate the virus. But there's just iconic scenes of flares and the T-Rex roaming down. Lex and Tim just getting stuck in the RV and Tim getting thrown over the side. Mud everywhere. The first initial reaction when you see the Brachiosaurus, there's the first initial reaction when you see the Dilophosaurus, then the frills go, and then the spit right in Nedry's face. Gorgeous. All the raptor attacks. The kitchen scene is just so iconic. There's so many iconic moments in this film that are referenced almost it's 27 years, but almost 30 years later, 27 to be exact, films are still referencing specific shots, specific ways of integrating animatronic and CGI characters together. It is just such a well-done film. The first scene that they filmed, fun fact, is the Triceratops scene. Oh, there's a trike in this. When she's sick, she's eating the berries, but, they're not quite sure why she's sick in general. So there's a big pile of dinosaur shit that Dr. Malcolm goes, it's a big pile of shit. Hysterical. Iconic line. That is the first scene that they filmed as a group, and then it broadened the horizon. So it showed them the magistry of the magistry? Sure. Of animatronics of a living, breathing dinosaur, and the reactions were real, of the tears of happiness and the joys and the wonder and the breathing, the ribs expanding. I watched the making of this so many times when I was a kid. I was 3 years old when this came out. I watched the making of this so many times. The making of this was its own separate VHS. This is a VHS type of ordeal of watching things. So you pop the tape in, you press play, you watch it, you rewind it, you watch it again, you rewind it, etc. Right? Incredible, incredible film, an incredible score, incredible direction, incredible cast and crew. I attest a lot of my art skills and interests from this movie because I watched the making of this so many times. 93, Tim Burton's The Night Before Christmas came out, and 93, Jurassic Park came out, both involving these figures that had to be sculpted. And I really like that hands-on creativity aspect of crafting. I make props all the time. You know, I'm massive with the Halloween scene, especially when it comes to art installing on the property, on the front lawn. Halloween 2020 should be interesting, let's put it that way, plague-wise. But I owe so much to this film, and the film industry owes a lot to this film as well. You know, it's funny, I was just watching the making of The Mandalorian on Disney+. It's a 7 or 8 part season, just of like all the actors and actresses, cast, crew, the producers, the directors, everybody's like sitting down at different points and like talking. And Bryce Dallas Howard, who is in Jurassic World, and we'll get to that eventually, she directed an episode of Mandalorian, and she credits a lot of her stuff, how she perceives stuff. Now, she's from a big entertainment family, Ron Howard being her father, of course, but she credits a lot of that wonder stuff to Jurassic Park that she remembers seeing when she was a kid, and she's going, just like everybody else in the theater, going, when you see this Brachiosaurus just pile up on the screen. So, oh, I got her right next to me, actually. You see the Brachiosaurus piling up on your screen. This is a 2019 Mattel Brachiosaurus. She is articulated, mouth moves. We talked about her. I did a review on her a while ago, but she was in grabbing distance, so figured talking about the Brachiosaurus. Bring her in. On to the next movies that we shall discuss. Lost World, Jurassic Park. Another iconic film of my childhood. These shows, man, these movies, good stuff. Brachiosaur. Mahalo.